Hi, today I want to demonstrate the concept of function templates. Now what I've got on my screen are two very simple functions that do the same thing. They return the larger of two integers or two doubles. The first one takes two parameters, a and b, and if a is bigger than b, it returns a. If b is bigger than a, it returns b, and then from the triangle equality, it just returns one of them. Int and double have the exact same functions, except one is int, one is double. Now, what I want to do is I want to be able to do something like this for every possible data type that has less than or greater than defined. Now, that theoretically could be thousands of classes. I'm too lazy to do that, so the template functions are coming to my rescue. When I take a look at how they're called, you see I've got four variables declared, d1, d2, i1, and i2, and I got them set to values. And when I run this, no surprise, the biggest numbers come back. Nothing like a lag. There it is. Okay, so biggest int's 11, 11 is bigger than 5, biggest double is 15.7, 15 is bigger than 10. Alright, so it works. But again, I want to be able to do it with any data type. Like string. Elk, JKL. So Lee should come back out. I want to be able to see bigger. Now, not surprising, it yells at us because there is no function, no overloaded function that takes two strings. So let's set this up so it does work. I'm going to break it before I fix it, but I'm going to fix it very quickly. So the theory is I want to be able to pass in two of anything. So let's comment this guy out. And let's start thinking about this idea of a class. I've got a data type, and data type. All three of these data types are the same. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a generic type. And that generic type can be on anything you want. But typically you use T. So I'm going to do template class. Oops, that's wrong. Sorry. Template, angle bracket, class T. This is now just declared a generic data type. The generic data type is called T. Call this whatever you want. Most people use T, but you can use X, V, Q, dog, cucumber, whatever you want. I'm then going to use T in place of int. So I'm going to copy this, if I didn't already. Boy, that's hard to do. Mouse is too fast. So I'll copy that. I'll put it down up here. And I replace double with T, T, and T. So now, all three of them are happy. See if it works. Look at that. All three of them work. The reason all three of them work, even though they're three different data types, is again this template class. Template class T have created a generic data type that can be anything. So give me anything, anything, anything. Now, these guys have to be the same right now. So I can't do this. It's angry because there's nothing that takes int and double. I'm going to fix that or demonstrate a way to do something similar. I'm going to create a function that will add two anythings together, any numeric variables. So I'm going to create a function that takes two different data types. And I'm going to do so again using this template class. So I've now just defined two generic classes. This will allow me to create functions that take two different parameters in whatever order I want. So let's write this simple function. What this says is give me a function call that has two distinct data types, and it returns back the first data type. So if I pass in a double and int, it'll return back a double. If I pass in an int, then a double, it'll pass back an int. Let's see what happens. So let's pass in I1 and D1. And then I'll move this around, double the int. I think I misspelled I1. Yeah. So to flip-flop these. So you see I'm passing an integer first, then a double. This second time a double, then an integer. See what we get. Need some new lines in there. But add int, then double. 11 plus 10.5 returns back 21. Notice we lose the 0.5 because it returns back an int. Add double, then int. 10.5 plus 11 is 21.5 because it keeps the double. I'll put a new line here so you can see that a little better. There we go. So since Adam returns back a double, it keeps 0.5. Now, this trick is really convenient if you're creating one function that does many things, like this, or that accepts many data types. But where you'll really find this helpful is when we come up to the next section in our lectures, we start talking about these generic data types, like list and stack and queue. They can do anything. They can stack integers, doubles, floats, strings, fractions, whatever classes you want. And they work because they use these template classes. And you'll see these angle brackets popping up that are describing what these classes are. All right, so great. Hope you enjoyed this, and good luck.